this has been okay. This is my channel, and of course I have been on a hiatus for I don't know how long, but hey, it's okay, it happens. I wanted to give my basically opinion on Lost Ark, and I might make a lot of people upset, but hey, this is how things are when it comes to playing a game, especially one an MMO or whichever. But overall, the point is that the rant or idiocy of my part that I want to say as a rant is the fact that I dislike how Lost Ark, that I enjoy it a lot more than Throne Liberty to any other MMO in my playbook has been. I have played Star Wars Old Republic, that is an MMO, for since the moment it came out in the 2000s, 11 or 12. Same would be the same thing about Star Trek Online, but I never really got into World of Warcraft or any of the other MMOs these days, like Final Fantasy. I will say my biggest pet peeve, sorry, my biggest pet peeve when it comes to MMOs, especially when it comes to Lost Ark, to of course Throne Liberty and Star Wars Old Republic, is that even though Star Wars Old Republic is a little bit more lenient when it comes to getting customizations, I will say that I am quite... Give me a second. I am so sorry about that. I had to turn off the actual music because I felt like one of the themes is going to overtake me in my talk. Which, if that is the case, then I will cut this out. Give it anything. But overall, the point is that my rant is mostly just a random rant. Most people these days will rant about anything. My rant is the fact that I love Lost Ark. I really do. I'm more of the solo leveling type of person. I don't really like to be around people because in my experiences to MMOs, you get in a guild and they expect you to learn everything. They expect you to learn homework on playing a raid or a mechanic or etc. And if you don't get it together, they will yell at you. And it is true. They will. It don't matter if you're in a guild or you are joining a party and whatnot. I don't like being on a platform or any game where people will cuss you out if you don't have the right equipment, DPS, tank, or etc. It is ideally ridiculous. We're all trying to play the game. We're all trying to have fun. So I would say cram your perfectionist, imperfect personality in making sure that everyone knows what to do in a game, kind of like an MMO. So there's my take on it. I do hate the fact that I have to rant on not Throne and Liberty, I mean Lost Ark, about it because I've had my fair share of raids, not on this one because I dare not try it. I dare try to do solo, and that's to the point where I've made a bad review on Lost Ark not too long ago about how I disliked how each solo raid was a little too, I would say, terrible. Like, I know you gotta reach a certain level, you gotta reach a certain combat level to do it solo wise, and you gotta use also the sidereals to do it. The issue that I hate the most is the fact that now these days, once you get to a certain level, you'll get the certain, like, item criteria. My opinion on that is 100% way better than what it used to be. But what used to be is that you had to get gold coins. In order to get gold coins, you had to go get your own little honey material through the market. No offense, but not every single individual within this world, especially playing Lost Ark, is going to spend over $100 to even more, maybe 1,000, I don't know, who has already done that to this point in the game to get either the gear that they are or to get a customization. Like for me, when I started playing this game not too long ago, about a year, give or take, ago, I actually fully started committing to it. And my actual main was a Slayer. It wasn't this. It wasn't Berserker. And I enjoyed it. I started loving it. I enjoyed playing solo-ish, no guild, no nothing. But by the time I got like midway through, not even close to Lutera, like I didn't get to that storyline yet, and immediately I started seeing like customizations this to that, and I'm like, oh, I would like a customization. I would like a new armor piece or whatever. Well, it's not that simple. Like you literally have to pay like sums of money, excuse me, to get like royal coins to blue crystals just to get a simple outfit. And what's even worse is that um, I get it. It's to make this game profit in a way because it is free to play. But the issue is that with how long this game has been running, like it's been a couple of years since Lost Ark has been what it is. Um, the devs and the developers, same wording, they haven't really made the previous gear, such as like the OG starter kit of this franchise, um, gone to regular silver currency. Like you could profit off that in a way, like bring back the old gear. But because of how things are with, oh, you gotta budget yourself to buying like either crystals, depending on which variant is available, you have to go to the whole point to go to the market and then start divvying up your stuff. Like, here's the thing. I've spent nearly 10 to $13,000 on MMOs. I get it. It needs its criteria. It needs its function with money. But the more they put new stuff in, the more they don't really go to the whole point to put back into like easy access to those that really need and want to play the game or have a start in the new game. Like for instance, from my perspective to other games, I feel like if the game has been here for like 5 to 7 years already, I feel like most of the customizations and dies to be legitimate, meaning better. Like I can understand the decorations for each stronghold to be more lenient on you gotta buy this, you gotta pay this, you gotta donate this in order to get it. Well, I feel like the opposite with the customizations because it would be more prudent for individuals who want to have like a understanding of a better like playing a game or anything like that. Because here's the bottom line. I know I am ranting a lot. I am tongue twistering. I am basically downplaying on my review. I will not redo it. I won't change it. I won't make it better. My point will still stand. I do enjoy playing the game solo wise because no one has gone to the whole point to interact with myself or my players that I've created, which that's fine for me. But from the perspective of how often I've seen the Arc Pass to all the items that are given on the shop, it is, I would say, constantly redundant. Like there are certain items on the shop that will stay indefinite. I don't know how long. But at the exact same time, there will be once every blue moon, a certain customization outfit or weapon will be reintroduced back in, depending on whether or not the developers will do that. And no offense to the developers, I feel like you need to do that a little bit more often. I get it. People don't have the money at the certain time that you drop something new. But at the same time, if you don't like initialize the same product that you just tried to get out there, like bring it back like often. Don't wait until it's like 3 months or 7 months later, then do it. Because if you're gonna do something new or try to gain more traction, go ahead and redo some things that you have already done. And here's the other bottom line that I dislike way how much better. I've recently came across lots of Lost Ark content creators, and I get it. You're making your goal through this also game. I get it. Back and forth, back and forth. Go ahead. But here is the bottom line. Most of you dislike each class in your own way. That's fine. Kudos to you. The only reason why you're making such a big deal about which class is so terrible or used to be at its peak a couple of years ago and now it's like basically buffed. Well, you're not trying your hardest to actually, how do I want to say this? Make it better or try to make it enjoyable. You're just basically putting it back on the shelf. It's like these characters are not like typical video games. You don't play a game to where you just put it back on the shelf after you just like worn it out, or like it's a pair of shoes, or it's a pair like a high tier like sneaker set. Like these characters, DPS, tank, support, whatever you want to call them, these players are worth the effort to play. And I know some of them will be hard, some of them are. Even I've had my fair share of certain characters on this game that are a little difficult, but not every character or class is for everyone. It's the matter of how long you will actually train yourself to actually master these certain individuals. The other issue that I also have is the fact that most of these individuals who make content on Lost Ark like to be very critical on what the developers make when it comes to customizations, to the combat, or vice versa. I get it. It is what it is. They're gonna nitpick on all of it. They're gonna look at every detail. They're gonna justify everything. But in the end, this rant is just basically my take on Lost Ark. It will still be at my top 10 most MMOs that I would enjoy playing often. I might not stream it. If I did, it would be with a group of people. But other than that, this rant is mostly because I wish Lost Ark would give the community, like the people that actually have been here. I know I have not, but I know that the people that have been here, probably since the moment Lost Ark like took shape, that they be given a chance to buy certain outfits that they weren't able to get from either the market or the shop for crystal to blue crystal, royal crystal, and blue crystal, and let that be a kind of hefty price, like regular crystal, not crystal, but silver coin. Like that's the currency that we have these days, where it's easier to hone your items with, rather than constantly hounding raids just to get gold coins. Sorry, I'm stuttering a lot because I'm so irritated. In a nice way. I'm not crashing out. I'm not like mad. I'm not like Markiplier mad, but it's just there are things in life that we understand. Making a game is hard work. It takes a toll on the mind, body, and soul. But don't try to like pivot too much into a game. Meaning get greedy. I think the most greedy people in the world are billionaires to casinos. And other individuals. But it's not about them, and it's not about me. It's more of a rant toward I wish and hope that Lost Ark will actually get better, like the devs if they do find this, uh, I'm not um, I'm not disliking you or putting you down. It's just if you want your game to keep flourishing, try your hardest to make whatever customizations that or outfits that have been obsolete since a year, maybe more, didn't do so well. Excuse me, sorry, and post them in certain areas throughout Arcasia. Like, I'm not trying to tell you to do your job better. It's just if you want a game to be better or to continue have life, then shouldn't you try your hardest to keep it going? I know this last expansion just ended a character that has been with us since the moment it started, and even I'm like thinking, because I haven't gotten there yet, because I kind of spoiled myself on that. But the point is that it's hard to keep going when you have a key figure just immediately gone. Now, that must be the developers or the creators that wanted to do that against Armin. But to me, it's kind of like one of my other MMO games. It's kind of running its course, meaning the developers don't know how to direct. Sorry, but there are most people in this world that don't have that potential or decide not to go that direction. Like they don't have the actual free time to do it. So, that being said, this was a rant. I wanted to share not only that I haven't been doing any more Star Wars content that I've been doing lately, it's only because I've been constantly hounding Lost Ark. And yes, I'm gonna get a lot of hate and dislike for this because right now I do have a character right here in front of me, a Berserker that actually has a gear, died, and whatnot. But here's the bottom line. I actually did make an effort to get what I wanted out of the shop and everything else, paid for it, etc. wise. But here's the bottom line to my point. I will still give not a good review to Lost Ark. I'll still play it, but I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, this is a good game, thumbs up. There are their flaws, there are their moments, and yet one of them is not having much customizations, whether it's to customize your character or like here's another rant I could share is that why has the female gunslinger only have one class to this day? I know recently we just had an update where uh, yeah, just recently we just got Slayer an update, like a class to a Valkyrie. I'm trying not to say the other thing that I said. But overall, the point is that when how long has it been since Lost Ark already had whatever class they already had, like to this point? And why did it take them so long to just now make new classes like the Valkyrie to Wild Soul and now Dragon Knight? Why is it taking them so long to generate a female version of a gun lancer to a female destroyer or a female, well, I take it back because they actually did do it. I just said it. Um, the paladin version. But here's the other instance. Where are the male mages? Like the Sylvain males. Like the Sylvain, like mages, arcanist, um, sorceress, summoner, all those. Like, I get it. Lost Ark is a Amazon-based certain criteria game, but for the long time that you've been like aware of its existence, years, kid you not, years, shouldn't that have given you a much needed time to make more like classes? Like there are certain criterias that you could have incorporated. Like there's Deadeye for male to woman gunslinger. It's almost mirroring from gender wise, but it still has the same almost mechanics. Now you could do a female sharpshooter or something different. Same would apply to the male version of an assassin. Like, or you could make it more like the Curzon based Delanes, etc. wise. There's a lot of like classes that should have been utilized since the moment Lost Ark made its flourishing. Like Lost Ark doesn't just stay in one region of the world, it goes to every region. And yet those who actually put the time and effort to buy customizations from strongholds to events to outfits and dyes and weapons, etc. to classes, they kind of deserve every fruit of the labor of the developers that make them the game that they enjoy playing as a community, as a whole. One true world nation. Um, which that will never happen nation-wise. But overall, the point is that yes, this was a complaint rant. Yes, I don't expect anyone to like it. I expect most people to dislike me for ranting and I will not say that word. I was going to say something very well, but because this is probably going to be going on YouTube, I don't want, I don't want to say anything too perplexed. But yeah, this is a rant. Nothing but a rant. Just letting everyone know I had to get out my opinions because this is something that I've held in a long time. I would say the same thing about Throne and Liberty. It's almost identical, plus to Star Wars Old Republic. Um, the other MMOs that I have played, they're okay. I don't have a rant to give, but those would be the top three that I would have an issue with. Yeah, I'll catch flack, I'll catch comments, I'll catch dislikes, but it is what it is. Um, everyone will do it. Um, I've felt the short end to that stick a lot, a lot. So going forward, I don't know if I will do customizations. If I do, it will probably be uh, if someone wants to see how I customized my own players here, because I actually did customize a few. I only got half of my roster completed on this server. I will not share where I am, just because of reasons. Don't want to get like ambushed for being online. And going forward, no, just that's pretty much it. Um, Lost Ark has been mostly where my time is. I do play another game offline, trying to stay away from that one right now because it makes me very ragey. There were a few moments that I did rage quit, but I did not stream or record it because the last thing I need is people saying, yes, we want to see you rage. Sorry, that won't happen. That might happen soon, but not right now. So, overall, if you like this little rant and the showcase of one of my so-called characters, it's okay. You can look at him and say, oh yeah, he looks awesome. But if you like this, hit that like button, subscribe if you like my channel. Most of my content is non-commentary, non non-ranting, but I don't know. It just happened, and thank you for whoever watches this. Uh, please give your comments. If you dislike this, cool. Not, and that's fine too. I'm just trying to vent out a little frustration on Lost Ark for something that I've actually watched as a spectator for the moment that it came out to, of course, now playing it, and at times I feel like there's so much more it could be given to the game and to the community back for how long it's been out. So there's that, and we'll see you at the next one. All right, bye bye.